Hi everybody, welcome back. This is Dr. Schwartzman. How do you become an effective listener? Well, it turns out we've got one mouth and two ears. That means we should technically be able to be twice as effective at listening as speaking. Well, it's not that simple. Not all of us listen carefully. Not all of us listen deeply. But listening is a skill. It's a skill that can be developed. It's a skill that can be trained. It's a skill that requires practice. And practice is key to achieving or accomplishing or getting somewhere. So practice is key. It turns out you can actually develop a listening skill. You can practice it enough and practice it well that you can actually develop an ability to listen well. And often, as many of us know and observe on a regular basis, the issues that arise in our daily lives, whether it's with your boss, whether it's with your coworker, your doctor, your children, your friends, is actually not listening carefully. It's not listening well, it's not listening. So how do we address our conflicts? We listen. How do we resolve our conflicts? We listen to the other party, to the other person. We'll listen to the person we're speaking with. But it's not just about speaking. It's about listening deeply. It requires us to pause. You have to really pause for just a moment, take away all of your thoughts and ideas that we have, and allow the other person share their story. And so when we listen deeply, we actually welcome the other person's story without interjecting with our own ideas. How do you train yourself? Well, it requires quieting your mind. It requires being fully present. You know, there's a musician who often experiences and feels the music. Perhaps you're one of them. That's how we have to feel the other person's story. We actually have to feel the music that rings our ears. 2 ears, 1 mouth. Twice as much power to be able to listen. Effective listening requires training. Effective listening requires practice. Just like you practice riding a bicycle, listening requires practice. Challenge yourself to 5 minutes. The 5 minutes that you spend with your coworker, 5 minutes that you spend with your friend, 5 minutes that you spend with your children. Listen without thoughts. Listen without really interjecting your own ideas before the person has an opportunity to finish their story. It requires practice, and you have to practice every day, just like an exercise program requires a regular practice in order to gain the strength, in order to gain the endurance. Practicing is the first step to becoming an effective listener. And until next time, stay well, be well, and thanks for joining me.